Okay, so I will not be partaking in an International Squirrel Day. Hey, I can say, however, that on top of me securing Jedi Power battles, there's a whole bunch of other games that came to PS Plus as well. So, with that in mind, with everything from Like a Dragon Gaiden to Medieval 2 up for play, I would talk about what was easily one of the more unique choice of a legacy title. So I give my thoughts on the PS Plus release of the PS2 version of Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings, which was a later release for the console after the versions for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 were cancelled due to production issues, and also the with the Wii version was the most infamous, and the the PSP version and this one was pretty decent, albeit very strange. So let's begin. The game takes place in the year 1939, and at least a year after the events of Last Crusade, but well before the events of Crystal Skull Doll of Destiny, as India undergoes a series of adventures leading to an artifact that is a staff that belonged to Moses, and doing so clashes with a bunch of mercenaries and the antagonistic Jurgen. No, the antagonistic Magnus Fuller. I almost said Jurgen, though I'm not certain the two are related. It would not surprise me if they were. Or, or if all likelihood, I mean. And naturally, given how what kind of franchise it is, much like Star Wars, Indy lends itself quite well to video games, with the recent Great Circle thing leading up to the hype, more or less being like an unofficial sixth movie. And with that being the case, I definitely think that this version of the game is pretty solid. I mean, it's like a small scale version of Uncharted Tomb Raider in respects, which makes sense given how Lara Croft and Nathan Drake share a lot of DNA with Indy as well. And even though the motion controls the fatal flaw of the Wii version of the game, and the fact that even though all three versions have the same basic plot, they all go about it in different ways, and have similar locations as well, Also, there's that. And but you start out in Sudan. On the second stage, also in San Francisco's Chinatown, and I'm currently on the first act of the stage in Panama. Uh, and yes, I realize how awkward it is to be bringing that up in this day and age. But uh, I could definitely say that that tactile feedback and controls are decent, and as in this version where there are quick time events that some of them are a bit temperamental. There's one where I have to who very precisely tap the L1 R1 buttons on a chair before it crashes, and no matter how much health you have, that's basically an instant mission fail and had to respawn on and some items can be picked up and used as projectiles, and it really is kind of fun getting in fist fights with mercenaries and also throwing objects at them. You could also find secrets to unlock goodies such as information on different artifacts, characters, additional costumes, and some versions of the game, the Weavers in particular, can even unlock the entirety of the classic point and click title, Fate of Atlantis, which is definitely a nice bonus in what's an otherwise nice, unremarkable game. But I mean, there are some cover shooting sections. They're kind of tricky. Like some of them are pretty straightforward. You have to shoot at the bad guys, but other parts are kind of tricky. Like my first instinct is to shoot at the assailant, but turns out you actually have to shoot at other parts. You might like say there's some crates of dynamite that are placed to blow the bridge out from under them, a water tower to quite literally wash them away. Hey, and I think the most straightforward section is one that I didn't see in other versions of the game, where you have to give the Jade Spear back to an old colleague of yours, and to do that, you have to take a cable car, while shooting at some of Volar's mercenaries, and there's at least a couple of distinct ways you can do that. You pop their wheels, or you just shoot at the engine compartments and blow up the cars. There is a lot of familiar iconography music from the movies as well that you'll definitely recognize. And indeed, not only are the cartoonish supervillains very much in keeping with the films, but also a lot of the events feel with inspiration. And so, even if the Wii version was I definitely do not regret installing this on my console to continue to play more of it, especially. Anyway, I he will he'll be he talk about Jedi Power Battles when it goes live. I've also got other stuff lined up this weekend, and I will also be talking about my next Masters vlog soon, and I will see you all again very soon. So take care, everyone.